ndinozorera ndiri ngaende kugwayana ramwa ari kugwayana ramwa. Ndine makore 15 ekuberekwa.
My name is Shamiso. I am 15. My mother died when I was 3. 2 years later, my father passed away.
Vafa kudaro ndakabva ndatanga kugara nambuya nasekuru.
I started staying with my grandmother and grandfather in Mbire District. In 2007, I was sent to my uncle in Harare with the intention of me going to school. But my uncle didn't want me to proceed with my education and made me work. I wished to go to school, but my uncle wanted to take me as his wife. He was abusive and threatened to rape me. I told my auntie what was happening and was eventually sent back to my grandparents in Mbire. I was learning but experiencing a hard life. Sometimes I went to school without eating. Through the hardship we were experiencing, my grandparents had an idea that I should get married because they needed food. This man had a wife. I didn't want to get married. There was no one I could tell. There came this program called Sista2Sista Club with the mentor Makanjera. I was encouraged to speak out about the man who was giving me problems. If he continued, he might rape me and destroy my future.
Shadaru, mentor Makanjera.
My mentor went to Miss Chakaneta and told her my story. Miss Chakaneta told the police. The man was reprimanded by the police and warned to stay away from me and other girls.
I
was referred to Shamiso by the BCF. At the home visit, I introduced myself and explained the risk assessment process. We had to fill in forms to see if she could qualify to join the Sista2Sista group. Shamiso sat in the beginning on her own. She was so worried she wouldn't talk. So I took her to join the other girls and be with members of her own age. With the help of ZAPSO, supported by UNFPA, through the Sista2Sista program, we cover topics like how we built the club, how our body changes as we grow up, refusing to marry when we are young, not dropping out of school, and different ways to look after our money. Through games, we learn about family planning, life skills, and are encouraged to talk freely without being shy.
Sista2Sista clubs create safe spaces for empowering adolescent girls. Female mentors manage the clubs by targeting vulnerable girls with the goal of increasing their awareness of their sexual and reproductive health and rights. Our aim for the program is to prevent teenage pregnancies, early child marriages, school dropouts, sexual abuse, and increase contraceptive uptake among sexually active girls. As UNFPA, we are providing technical and financial support to our implementing partners across the 26 districts in Zimbabwe.
I told Shami that joining the Sista2Sista club would be helpful to her, and I told her, don't look down on yourself. Don't worry, don't drop out of school. She accepted and started smiling and began to talk to me.
Sista2Sista! Sungano! Sungano!
Sista2Sista! I made Shamiso the chairman of the group, as she knew what she was doing, and she started to refer others to me. Her performance at school improved, and she was awarded a prize as she had nothing at home to trouble her. She joined Young People's Network as she was now free with her confidence.
My name is Chakanetsa Mereni. I'm the Programs Officer for ZAPSO Mbire. I met Shamiso during our monitoring and evaluation processes. When I met the girl, I was really touched. What I actually thought of is to send her to school.
I am so grateful. that Miss Chaganeta and her husband have taken me into their home as their child and made me part of their family. When I stayed with them, I started to get sick, coughing and sores. So Miss Chaganeta took me for an HIV test and I was tested HIV positive. It turns out I was born with HIV and I didn't know all this time. What I am so grateful for is that when the family heard about my status, they kept looking after me as their child and making sure I take my medication. I am doing well at school and I am healthy. I can now think about my future.
Sista2Sista.
Sungano. Sista2Sista.
Iwe ramba kurora ujiri mudiki. Iwe ramba kurora ujiri mudiki.